Hey guys, so I'm here to share with you another lupus story for Lupus Awareness Month. But first I wanted to tell you guys I finally found out the date of World Lupus Day. So World Lupus Day is May the 10th. And so I encourage all of you to wear purple on May the 10th, and really you can do it all month long though. Purple is the lupus awareness color, and also butterflies are lupus awareness symbol. And the reason that it is a butterfly is because a lot of people with lupus get what's called a butterfly rash on their cheeks and their nose. It's like red, sometimes it can be raised, sometimes it's flat. And so the butterfly has become an awareness symbol for lupus along with the color purple. So May the 10th for sure, if you can make a video on your channel, you can wear purple, or your babies can wear purple, or both of you can wear purple. That would be awesome to see your videos. And if you do videos for Lupus Awareness Month, just let me know. You can email me, you can message me through my YouTube Facebook page. So I'm Life with Crystal on Facebook. You can message me there. You can just comment on a video to like send me the link so I can go watch you and your babies dressed in purple. So yeah, it's May 10th, World Lupus Day, but really you have the whole month. And actually something that I have done the past 2 years, I believe, for Lupus Awareness Month is I have asked you guys to, like I said, either make a video and send me the link to that video, or you can send me photos of you and your babies dressed in purple for Lupus Awareness Month. And then at the end of the month, I compile all of that into a lupus awareness video. So it's just great to always see, like, it seems that each year there's more and more of you guys taking part. And so I have more and more added to the video each year. So let's do that again this year, guys. So you can email pictures, or you can also email me the links to your videos at rainbowbright@gmail.com. So go ahead and do that, and you have all month to do it. So, yeah, and like, I still can't believe it's May already, guys. And I'll tell you something. It's like God flipped summer on. He just like flipped a switch and it became summer overnight, literally. Like, we were still having cold temperatures last week. I mean, they were a little bit in the pluses, but it was still cold in my opinion. May the 1st, it was like 20 degrees out. We even had a humidex reading Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, Thursday, humidex readings. So it went from like freezing cold to boiling hot, and I was just like, but it wasn't like unbearably hot. It wasn't that humidity where like you can't breathe, thankfully. It didn't reach that yet. But I did find it hot, but it was actually really nice. Like, it was a nice change from the freezing cold weather we've had since October. So, but then it's supposed to go down a little bit now. Like, it's not going to be in the 20s, but it's still going to be pretty, it's going to be like typical spring weather the next couple of weeks. So I'm happy about that. But anyways, let's get started. I'm going to read the story today. This is another story from the Lupus Ontario's quarterly newsletter. And this is written by a lupus patient. So this story is called, Has Anyone Ever Told You That You Have Lupus? Okay, so it says, I was diagnosed with lupus at the beginning of 2003. I had a heart attack in September 2001. Lucky to survive due to the area where it occurred, the lower back area. Then I had a triple bypass, and in the new year, I started a year of rehab at an excellent program at the Toronto Rehab Center. I worked up to walking 3 miles an hour 5 times a week, plus 3 sessions of aquatics, gentle water-based exercises, and 1 yoga class. Just as I was finishing the year of rehab, I suddenly was having extreme fatigue and very painful joints. They told me that it was nothing to do with my heart, so I went to my excellent family doctor, who listened and then ordered a blood test. When I went to my next appointment, she asked, has anyone ever told you that you have lupus? I had never even heard of it. She arranged for me to see a rheumatologist who specialized in lupus. She did her tests and confirmed the diagnosis. For the next couple of years, I got by with methotrexate and Plaquenil. And for those who don't know what methotrexate is, I was actually on methotrexate for about 3 years. The first 2 years I was on it in pill form, and the 3rd year I was on it through injections. And it is a low-dose chemotherapy drug, and they give you that to suppress your immune system so it stops attacking your body. And I have to say, methotrexate was a wonder drug for me. It did make me groggy the first day or 2 after I took it. And it did cause nausea after I had been on it about a year. I started to get nausea from it at the higher dose I was on. So they lowered it, and I stayed at that lower dose for a year and was fine, just the grogginess. And then they had to put it up because of my symptoms. So that's when I switched to injections, because injections bypasses the stomach, and so you don't get nauseous from it. And it was a wonder drug for me, but I had to go off of it because of my lung problems. So let's continue on with the story. Fortunately, she sent me to a respirologist in 2004 to see how lupus was affecting my lungs. This doctor did all her tests and then decided to do a CT scan so that she would have a basis for comparison in the future. What luck! She found that I had a tumor on the pancreas and arranged an appointment with a surgeon at Toronto General for the next week. He took one look at the CT scan and operated the next week. He removed the tail of the pancreas and the spleen and was able to get it all in the very earliest stage of pancreatic cancer. After I recovered, my husband and I were able to continue to enjoy our love of travel to distant countries with a minimal amount of problems with lupus. Each time we were going somewhere, the rheumatologist gave me a needle of prednisone. Then in 2006, I became very short of breath and sometimes couldn't even talk, let alone walk across the room. The rheumatologist told me that there was a very rare disease that only people with lupus could get, but not to worry, I didn't have it. She tried many, many tests and many doctors, including the respirologist, and none of them could find what was wrong. Finally, she sent me to the lupus clinic, which is where I go, where Dr. Urowitz diagnosed that I had a very rare condition called shrinking lung. It is not anything wrong with the lungs themselves, but they cannot expand properly. Something to do with the nerves, diaphragm, and chest muscles, but they don't know too much about it, and unfortunately it is not reversible. By this time I was on high doses of prednisone, so I was put on azathioprine. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So I could come down on the prednisone. When lupus settled down, I was able to get back to rehab and walking 1 3/4 miles in an hour. With the help of a water ski belt, I can still enjoy aquabics. I hope I said that right. That fall, I enrolled in a regular painting course at Scarborough College. I thought that I would learn to do nice little landscapes, which I would be able to use to decorate my home. Well, we were informed that we would have to do 10 acrylic paintings, and the smallest they could be was 4 feet by 4 feet. The first night, the teacher threw many colors of tissue paper on the floor and said to paint it. And I had no idea what to do on that big canvas. So I just did the best that I could. The next week, I told her, I know this is awful, but I don't know what to do to improve it. She laughed and said it was the worst picture she had ever seen. Of course, her other pupils had studied art all through their high school years. She explained that I was using the techniques of painting walls, which is what I had done a lot of. She taught me about wrist actions, how to fix it up. By January, the young people were coming over to see what I was producing. In May, I was one of 4 students in the class who had a piece chosen by the judges for the school-wide student show. The Blue Man picture of the piece Blue Man below, I'll show you the paintings after, was hanging on the wall at the bottom of the grand staircase. The teacher was so pleased that she took me out for a beer. On a trip to Australia and New Zealand, I met an artist who lives near me, and she invited me to join her circle of friends to do watercolors together. I started to work on a smaller size, but you still get the same level of involvement and concentration. The hours go flying by, and you forget about the aches and pains and enjoy the sense of accomplishment in discovering and expressing your ideas. If it is not what you wanted, you can sometimes change it, or you can just throw it out, but remember, nobody said that you have to be good. It is all about exploring your thoughts. We all enjoy the challenges of the tasks and feel very good about our experiences and much more relaxed. So don't worry about the rules. Try it. I think that you will like it too, and you will be surprised to see what you can do. Here are her paintings. Right there. Okay, so that is the story from today. And I don't really have any other comments about it. Like I explained about what methotrexate was. I've encountered lung problems myself due to lupus, and I'm still dealing with those. And I have irreversible damage done to my lungs. I have scarring from the lupus attacking them. And that has decreased my lung capacity, which is different than this shrinking lung thing. So there's various ways that lupus can affect the lungs, as you see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's story. And don't forget to purchase a t-shirt in my shop. I've seen some of you purchasing shirts, and I thank all of you so much for that. Yeah, it really means a lot to me to see you guys buying the shirts. So there's the Keep Calm and Play with Doll shirts, and there are the I Wear Purple for Lupus shirts, and those are all in my t-shirt shop, and all the proceeds from the sales of those shirts are going to go to Lupus Ontario. So don't forget to check that out. I'll link it in the iCard up here, as well as in the description below and on the end card. And so there's 3 places you can click on the link to go and purchase one. And also, if you want to see me modeling the shirts, I'll link to that video in the description as well. So thanks so much for watching this video, guys, and don't forget to dress up in purple and dress your babies in purple, and send me those pictures and videos to rainbowbright@gmail.com. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.